Welcome to this week's video. For this week, since we are in lockdown again here in Toronto, I thought it would be fun to do another book haul. Um, so I have a bit of a backlog for my book hauls. That's that top shelf there. So these will be, since my Value Village, my beautiful Value Village, is an essential service to anyone but me. Um, they are closed, so I will not be able to do my book shopping as I would usually do for my beloved Value Village thrift store. But luckily, I have a bunch of books I've picked up over the past couple of months that I still have not shown off. So hopefully, we will be able to get by with those until the everything opens back up again. Ideally, the goal, they say, is at the end of like 28 days, I think. So like roughly like a month. It'd be kind of weird if I don't know, like, are they thinking about like opening up just like the week of Christmas to like, that's going to be insane if they open up the week of Christmas for everybody to do their Christmas shopping, because I work in retail, so oi. if that's when they open up, like, oh sweet Moses, send help. keep us in retail in your thoughts and prayers, because if that's when they're going to open up, things are going to get insane. But until then, we have a little backlog of books to show off, so I'll be doing those and not really purchasing more books until we open up again. So let's show off. Let's start our showing off with a historical romance, most definitely a historical romance, Captive Splendor by Rochelle Wayne. And this is definitely a historical, potentially crazy sauce romance. Let me read the back blurb here for you. With his Captive Splendor. With his Sioux brother convicted of a crime he hadn't committed, rugged half-breed Bart Chandler, Bart? Really? Devised a plan to save him from the hangman's noose. He would kidnap the daughter of Fort Laramie's commanding officer, then ransom her in exchange for Yellow Bear's freedom. But he'd reckoned without the stormy will and bewitching charms of Miss Sheila Langsford. From the moment he spirited her away on horseback, breathless desire flamed between the avenging warrior and the chestnut-haired beauty sworn to tame him. Captor and captive, they braved the wilds of the vast Wyoming territory, even as they surrendered to the sweet savage flames of their captive splendor. And I don't think, no, there's no insert cover. And I think I got this one because I love those like revenge stories that like go like hopelessly wrong because they end up falling in love with the person that they're using for their revenge. So I really enjoy that trope. I know it's not politically correct, whatever. Keep your PC out of my romance. Thank you very much. But I definitely didn't get it for the hero's name, Bart, Bart's not a sexy name. I'm sorry, it's just not. And also Rafe, I'm coming around to it a little bit more, but Rafe was pretty much ruined for me by Days of Our Lives because I hate that character. And sorry to say, I hate the actor that plays him. He's a pretentious, egotistical douche. My opinion, leave me alone. My next one is a Harlequin Presents The Terms of the Sicilian's Marriage by Louise Fuller. And these are a bit of the like the newer Harlequin Presents. Let's read the back blurb here. Vincenzo is surprised by Ima Busqueta, and now I'm hungry. Daughter of the rival who took everything from his family. His plan is to marry her for revenge. Yet Ima's beauty disarms this most nonchalant of tycoons, but he will reclaim what's rightfully his. Innocent, stifled Ima throws caution to the wind with Vincenzo, but after just one earth-shattering encounter, she's stunned when he proposes, until she learns his motives. If Vincenzo seeks vengeance from their union, she wants freedom. So begins the most passionate of negotiations. See? Again. Revenge. He falls in love with the instrument of his revenge. And develops feelings. And I love it. And it's totally not politically correct, and I love it. The next one is Another Harlequin Presents. And it's Claiming His Out-of-Bounds Bride by Annie West. And I wonder what the front of her necklace looks like, because that's the back of her necklace. Like, and let's just, that dress though. I love everything that she has on her body, including the dude. The dude works too. So let's read the back blurb. He denied his attraction while she'd been promised to his brother. So when Olivia Jennings is jilted days before her elaborately planned wedding, Alessandro Sartori offers himself as groom. Their families will get the merger they want, and he'll finally get the bride he craves. Orphan Olivia has always felt invisible, but the desire she discovers with her unexpected husband makes her feel seen for the very first time. Theirs is a paper marriage, but what will become of them if they choose to make their vows real? See, I also love the pining romance, like when he has been in love with her for years and she doesn't know it. That is why When He Was Wicked by Julia Quinn is my favorite Julia Quinn of all time. I love that book so much. Why? Because he's pining for her for years while she's like married to his cousin, and then his cousin dies, and oh, it's beautiful. It's just beautiful. But we're here to talk about this one, which I haven't read yet because it's part of my book haul. Yeah, I love me some pining. So definitely looking forward to that one. Next two are more like old schooly Harlequin Presents. And just look at that cover. And this one, how old school are you? 1985, y'all. 1985. Sally Wentworth's The Wings of Love. That was a song, wasn't it? Something Osborne, Jeffrey, on the wings of love. Da-na-na-na-na-na. The only way to fly is on the wings of love. The wings of love. Yeah, that was also, I think, in the 80s. But yes, you're welcome for that. She promised to stay away from him. And 186 pages, I don't think she did. Tressie reminds me of the shampoo, Tresemme. Tressie had grown up with the string-bound generosity of her cousin's family. So when they invited her to join them on the French Riviera, she knew there'd be a catch. Sure enough, they wanted her services as a beautician for their daughter Nora, but they especially wanted her word that she'd keep away from their intended quarry, the eminently superior Crispin Fox, who they earmarked as a son-in-law. Only try as she might, Tressie found herself unable to avoid attracting the attention of Crispin, and with it, Nora's wrath. Oh, so this gonna be, she's in love with her, I guess, employer's intended? Only I don't, like, they say that, like, the family wanted him as a son-in-law. They don't mention anything about him wanting to be their son-in-law, so I'm thinking he's fair game. Go after Crispy, I say. And look at that. I love those like old school covers. Love it. And the next one is another old school Harlequin Presents. Margaret Mayo's A Fiery Encounter. This one is, let's see, how old school are you? I'm guessing by the cover, maybe a little later than that one. Yeah, 93. Or, excuse me, the original one was 91, where it was first published as a Mills and Boon, which is the UK branch of Harlequin. And, yeah, Margaret Mayo's A Fiery Encounter. Despite the desire generated the instant they met, Leon Alexander, oh, Leon, my Turkish drama watcher people, you know of who I speak. Oh, Leon. And Alexander, oh, my Bronze Horseman people, like two perfect, my two perfect heroes combined in one name. I didn't realize that until just now. Believed, okay, let's do that again. Despite the desire generated the instant they met, Leon Alexander believed Georgina Gregory was a gold digger who'd used and discarded his nephew after accepting lavish gifts bought with the company money. Determined to collect his due, Leon twisted her boss's arm and whisked Georgina off to Scotland on an interior designer's dream job, except Leon seemed bent on making it a nightmare. They clearly disliked and mistrusted each other, and yet his possessive caresses, oh wow, that's a tongue twister, threatened Georgina's resolve not to break, and Leon's tormented kisses suggested he was finding his declared enemy hard to resist. Oh yes, yes, that looks like it's going to be very, very enjoyable. So, sort of a revenge deal, but he doesn't want to use her for revenge. More, he wants to make her life miserable, but feelings. So, I don't think that's going to work. Well, I believe he's going to make her life miserable until about like the last, maybe like 2 pages, where hopefully we get a nice grovel. So yeah, that's Margaret Mayo's A Fiery Encounter. So that's going to be it for this week's book haul. I hope you enjoyed that. Again, we have a little bit of a perspective, a little bit of a surplus there to get through while my thrift store is closed. So we'll have a little bit of a few book haul videos still to come. So thank you for watching, and make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/authorejamie. Like my Facebook page at facebook.com/authorejamie, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye!